Good afternoon, good day, and welcome to Something Compared to. I'm your host, Alexander Blucher. Today we're going to be discussing a mind map on the book I read, The Daily Entrepreneur 33 Success Habits for Small Business Owners, Freelancers, and Inspiring 9 to 5 Escape Artists. The authors are S.J. Scott and Rebecca Livermore. I've chose this book for 2022 in the entrepreneur season I'm in right now. Is that being an entrepreneur for 8 years, I always wanted to set the benchmark. What is other entrepreneurs are doing? What are their thought process? And this book definitely made some changes in my life. We're going to be discussing that in a few. But I want you guys to be able to purchase this book, have it in your library, so that any time that you feel stuck, you go back to your notes or a book like this to say, okay, this is okay. Let me get back on track. Because you're not the only one that's going through the experience. Okay? So they have different challenges here, which is challenge one, failing to achieve professional goals. Challenge two, getting things done. Challenge three, increasing competition. Challenge four, poor business relationships. Challenge five, stress and burnt out. Okay? So on challenge three, increasing competition, I have my note here. For once, I thought competition was an aggressive thing, such as a me versus them type of energy. I can admit I was wrong. Competition in entrepreneurship is a way to increase different styles of productivity for your business for the best results. To stay competitive, you need to learn new skills and try new things on an ongoing basis. I agree 1000%. So, over here we have the ESH number 17, where ESH stands for Entrepreneur Success Habit. Okay. So, Entrepreneur Success Habit number 17, maximize dead time, which I think is very useful to acknowledge, where that if you seeing that 15 minutes gone by, 30 minutes gone by, and you're on social media or there's nothing really going on, how can you be able to maximize that and being productive? Okay, so we have some things here as far as examples. Driving is an excellent time to listen to educational audiobooks, podcasts related to your industry, or materials that will help you improve in other aspects of your business. So once again, if you are driving, you listen to a radio, listen to your favorite songs. But there's opportunity there just to be able to listen to a podcast just to get a different perspective. So when you reach your destination, you could be able to jot down those notes and implement that on your day-to-day business. When someone is doing the driving or flying, you can read, write, or listen to podcasts or videos stored on your device. Okay? Note, at any time you feel overwhelmed, allow yourself some alone time to think, meditate, and simply relax. Now, I put this note here because not all the time as an entrepreneur, you want to be bombarded with so much information. So, that moment of silence, that moment of just you time, is another way to maximize your dead time. You know, um, I know for me, sun gazing is like one of the key things for me. Not because I want to get a tan, but it's just the whole ambiance of receiving some great energy from the sun and the view, either if I'm at the beach or if I'm at the park or just outside, just looking out. Okay. So some implementations here is action one. Over the course of next week, make a list of all of the dead time that occurs. Okay. So when next week come around, just be able to jot down where are your killing too much time. Okay. Action 2. Create a plan for using the dead time effectively. Install apps on your phone to access educational material when you're out and about. Download podcasts, add books to your Kindle app, and um, bookmark industry related articles. Action 3. Set goals for what you will accomplish during dead time. For instance, you may set a goal of listening to one book per week or listening to a certain number of podcasts per week. Setting a goal can motivate you to get in the habit of using the dead time effectively. Great information there. Okay. So, as we are moving forward here, we have entrepreneur success habit number 18. Read 30 minutes a day. So it's looking like the study hall that I'm doing is kind of effective if you implement it. It's not there just to show off that I'm reading in front of a camera. The point of the study hall for me is to set the tone, set the example that if there's an excuse that you don't have time to read, come to this channel, something to compare to. There's somebody making time to read, you know? We make excuses in this world, but it's like if you're seeing somebody doing it, it's like, you know what? I can be able to adjust my time and add that to your schedule. Okay. So moving on. As a busy entrepreneur, you may feel like you don't have time to read, but the good news is that you can accomplish a lot by reading just 30 minutes per day. If you're not good at math, try to be good at math. These numbers are very simple here. The average adult reads 300 words per minute. The average high-level executive reads 575 words per minute. And speed readers read 1,500 words per minute. Now, let's say you're an average person who never goes beyond 300 words per minute. I think I'm an average reader. So it says here, at 30 minutes per day, you can complete a 50,000 word book, approximately 200 pages, in 5.55 days, which will allow you to comfortably read one book per week. If you don't like to read, there are audio versions of most books, I should say. So if reading is just something you don't enjoy, try audiobooks. I got a good friend that he enjoys audiobooks. Okay, and also I do audiobooks too. I think I was looking out for one of the Zig Ziglar books, and I think the book was like about close to 400 pages. I just went ahead and bought the audio CD and called it a day. Note, on average, the amount of distraction a person accumulates may feel worthwhile. I know I had to declutter some mental space to fit in an hour worth of reading. I find reading allows me to see the author's perspective that I may never thought of exercising. That is 100% correct. I don't even know if I should elaborate. It says it right there itself that by just adjusting the distractions, for me, social media was a distraction for me. For me, phone calls that are in my prime time of willpower, like I'm being very productive right now and someone just need my attention, it is on a depend basis. Okay, that if I'm in the middle of working on something like reading, I could always get back to that person after I'm done. Okay, disclaimer, unless if it's an emergency. So moving on here, there's some implementations. Action 1. Commit to the 30-minute reading habit on a daily basis. Action 3. Carry a book with you at all times or use the Kindle app on your smartphone or tablet so that you can read when you have downtime. That's great information right there. Action 3. Don't fall into the trap of sticking just to your market. Great idea come from learning from people in different sectors and applying their strategies to your business. Action 4. Gather information on audio versions of books. Action 5. Pick an area that you want to grow in and read 3 or more books in that area. One book will lay the foundation, the second book will help you to build on the foundation, and the third book will help you to internalize the information. That is a really great tip. That's a really great tip right there. So, as we covered challenge 3, increasing competition, you're increasing competition in your realm, not competition as far as me versus them. Entrepreneurship is what's best for you and the most best results. Okay, so moving on to challenge 4, poor business relationships. What do we have here? Note the idea that if you can't sell your business, who is going to do it for you? That's a rhetorical question. I think entrepreneurs today are learning more critical thinking solutions to get the job done. In addition to using e-commerce, social media, and web hosting platforms to deliver their service digitally. Great stuff. Once there's results in the business, is the entrepreneur listening out for feedbacks? Is the entrepreneur knowledgeable to speak confidently to their customers? Some great questions there. Okay. So we have ESH number 25, which is entrepreneur success habit number 25. Know how to speak. Okay. As an entrepreneur, you're in sales even if you don't consider yourself to be a salesperson. For example, you have to be able to talk to others convincingly about your product or service so that they see the value of your offer. You may also need to negotiate, and if you come across as lacking in confidence, it will be hard to get the best deal. That is 100% correct. If you're an entrepreneur listening to this, I hope you felt that value message. Okay, for me to elaborate on that, it speaks for itself. What are some of the implementations here? Action 1. Action 1. Attending networking events and conferences. These are great places to use your elevator pitch and practice conversing with people. Action 2. Join Toastmasters or take a public speaking class. These classes are typically offered at local business centers or nearby community colleges. Action 3. Look for opportunities to get interviewed on podcasts. Great stuff there. Action 4. Write an elevator pitch for your business. An elevator pitch is a summary of your business that can be given in the amount of time it takes to ride an elevator. I'm going to go to action 3 right now. Look for opportunities to get interviewed on podcasts. That is something I'm looking forward to implementing in my journey. I think PR in the 90s, early 2000s, it might be happening right now, but you have to be your own public relations, your own PR. So you have to be able just to network with people and say, hey, if you're seeing a real estate agent doing a thing on the podcast in the community, say, hey, I am someone that is, I do decors. I do home decor. I would like to, if you could be able to welcome me into your podcast, I could be able to discuss some of my pricing and the ways I set up and why home decor is so important to customers that are selling their home. So that's a great idea. So join a podcast that's related to your business. just to be able to network not only just to the person that's hosting the how can I say the show, but more of like they have listeners, and all it takes is just your goal for me. I think will just to be get one listener or up to 10 listeners. Well, not say listeners, but um, people to follow you or be interested in your business. For me, I'm looking for one person. If I could be able to get one customer that is interested in what I'm doing, I could take that one to two. How can I be able to get two? So it's just baby steps. Okay. ESH number 26, know how to listen, which is entrepreneur success habit. Know how to listen. There are many ways to accomplish this. You can send surveys to your email list to find out what customers want. Look at reviews to see what resonates with people in your target audience. And talk with team members about how they improve on an existing process. Okay, some great information there. And we have some implementations. Action 1, give responsive feedback during conversations. Look people in the eye when they speak, respond to them while they're speaking by nodding, smiling, and providing small verbal cues such as that indicate you're paying attention. Okay, and these actions are pertaining to know how to listen. All right. Action 2, regularly ask your customers for feedback. Great stuff. Action 3, if you struggle with listening, improve by listening to a short snippet of audio and jot down what you remember at the end of the clip. Playback audio and compare it to what you wrote down to see how much you remembered. Not only will this develop your listening skills, it also sharpen your memory. Great information. You guys should be able to purchase this book. Hey, check out this book, The Daily Entrepreneur, 33 Successful Habits. Okay, we just covering 20% of the book. So there's a whole lot of other information here that you guys could be able to check out. Have it part of your library collection. We are going into challenge number 5, stress and burnt out. Okay, now this is a note I put in. Note, breathe, find your flow, and harmonize in being. Very short, very simple. 8 years of entrepreneur, my first 3 to 4 years was stress because I was really looking forward to so many customers. I was not in the let me say that again. I was not in the advance of like scalability, if that makes sense. So it's just me working with the customer, me processing the paperwork, and just trying to take a file all the way to the end. Now, when we talk about paperwork, I am a licensed real estate agent. Okay, so I'm always looking for the next big deal. Real estate had shifted me in a way that I must be a little bit more humble. Work with a flow of, hey, if this is a customer I want to take on, I'll work the file in the best professional way. Okay? So, yes, I'm licensed. So now I'm at a point now. I started a YouTube channel. I'm breathing. I'm taking my time to do these posts. So it's a nice flow and harmonizing being. So if things feel off with me, is either I just need to take some time away from that, whatever that is. I'm very vague on it, no examples. Just take some time away from that and regroup myself so I could be ready for whatever task I'm taking on. Okay? So I got to make sure I'm good. Note, breathe, find your flow, and harmonize in being. And this is the challenge number 5, stress and burnt out. So if you're stressed and burnt out there, how can I say, be sure to take some time away from whatever that is that's burning you out. So we have The ESH number 30, meditate or practice journaling. Some good information in here. Meditation is a discipline practice in all major religions, and even by non religious people. The same can be said of journaling. Whether you consider yourself to be religious or not, you can benefit from meditating, journaling, or a combination of both. Now, we also have here top entrepreneurs have stated that meditation can help you by reboot your brain and soul, quiet your busy mind, reduce pain issues, examples are migraines, develop positive attributes such as patience, fill yourself with hope, contentment, and joy, increase creativity. Some great stuff in this book. Okay, so going here on the journaling and meditating. Note, I am journaling more than ever before. Ideas naturally arrive in my mind. In all cases, I give thanks to the Creator. If there's no creativity, I journal my emotions or I replay thoughts in my mind. A good friend of mine shared with me, in your journal, draw one line down the middle of your page. Journal on one side of the page, what do I like about myself? On the other half, what do I love about myself? And I could tell you guys, this part right here of journaling and what my friend shared to me was a big help because I was able to criticize myself and see where I'm going wrong in some of my decisions. Okay? So that's on things I don't like about myself. And also what I love about myself. I was able to pat myself on the back, give myself so much great compliments, and understand the values there of where I'm at in today's life. And now this whole journaling down the middle of the page and what I don't like about myself and what do I love about myself, this happened last year, 2021. So it's within 12 months, but just something as simple as that made a difference in my journey. Okay. So what we have here is implementations. Action 1. Choose to either journal or meditate on a daily basis. Action 2. Commit to journaling or meditation for just 5 to 10 minutes a day at first. Action 3. If using a fancy journal inspires you to write, buy the fancy one you can find. If you don't want to mess up a really nice journal, grab a cheap spiral notebook. All right. So that's for anybody that's pretty much perfect. They want things to be all nice. And for those that really don't care, just buy a journal and start writing. It's very helpful. So going to ESH, Entrepreneur Success Habits, number 32, help others. The amazing thing is when you help others, you actually end up helping yourself as well. For example, doing regular volunteer work can provide you with following benefits. You improve your social and relationship skills, especially if you are shy and find it difficult to initiate conversations with people. You'll be less depressed. One cause of depression is isolation, so get out among others is good for your mental health. You have an opportunity to escape from your normal day-to-day activities. You'll meet people you wouldn't otherwise met. That is correct. Your self-confidence will increase since it feels really good to help others. Volunteering can give you new knowledge or skills to apply to your own business. Some great information here. Notate whatever you felt that I shared just now. Try to use it into your daily business. Action 1. Choose one day a week where you focus on helping others. This could be something as simple writing thank you notes to people every Tuesday, volunteer, volunteering in a soup kitchen once a week, or simply going out of your way to open doors for people or buy coffee for strangers 1 day a week. Interesting. Action 2. Also create a habit where you help one single person every single day. Start with the people closest to you, your family, friends, neighbors, and colleagues. Some great information here. Believe in yourself. Entrepreneur success habit number 33. Now, I'm going to give one good shout out to Kevin. He had a Believe in Yourself podcast set up where I was invited, and he's pretty much do interviews with different entrepreneurs. Kevin, just giving you a good shout out in the show, because when I saw this right here, Entrepreneur Success Habit number 33, believe in yourself, I thought of you. So what do we have here for this section? All right. Note, the author Rebecca and Steve mentioned some good information on Entrepreneur Success Habit number 33, believe in yourself. My thoughts are it's like a big roar to believe in yourself with confidence, then silence when it comes to doing the work. In Entrepreneur Success Habit number 33, believe in yourself, the authors express the term imposter syndrome. Okay? And let's discuss a little bit more about the imposter syndrome. Now we have an illustration here on the types of imposter syndrome. We have the superhero, the natural genius, expert, perfection, soulless. Okay? As you can see, they describe the different things here as far as a superhero. Overwork themselves to make up how to inadequate. So as far as with superheroes, overwork themselves to make up for how inadequate they feel. Natural genius set exceedingly high goals, feel crushed when they don't meet them. You have this expert here, never satisfied with their level of understanding, always trying to learn more. Perfectionist, never completely happy with their work, fixated on flaws instead of strengths. Soloists prefer to work alone, won't ask for help for fear of appearing weak or incompetent. Some great stuff here. Wow. You guys are really getting some good information here. Hopefully this is helping, that if you're someone that wants to succeed in life, you put all the game plans and blueprint and the 5-year business plan all together, and then all of a sudden it's like, where did the energy evaporate? It's like, there's more work to be done. So I mentioned so many times on today's discussion, 8 years of entrepreneur is not an easy number just to say, because 1 minute I'm hired to do the job, next minute I'm fired. I fired myself to say, hey, I messed up. Let me do this again. And how can I get better at whatever that thing I'm working on? Okay. So I do self-critique, but I make sure that I'm not stuck and always critiquing myself. There's a job that needs to get done. And I do make some phone calls and text messages on tagging in people that could help, such as if it's my broker, I give her a call. Hey, I'm stuck in this situation. Can you give me some advice? There's other real estate agents that didn't even hang their license with my broker, and I communicate with them just to get different perspective on the industry of how they're doing things. Okay. The simplest way to overcome imposter syndrome is to surround yourself with people who believe in you. The goal here is to get regular encouragement and a genuine pat on the back for a job well done. This type of support from those who know you well can help you to truly believe that you have something unique to offer to the world. Great information. And let's get into the implementations. So let's get into the implementations. Action 1. Keep a file of positive things people say about you. Action 2. Choose your friends and associates wisely and avoid those who have a tendency to tear you down. Don't compare yourself with others. Instead, compare your current self with your past self and always strive to make improvements. Great information. I was just saying that I fired myself and I rehired myself. Okay? And that was something I was telling myself in the first 2 to 3 years of entrepreneurship is like, hey, you are in something that is very uncomfortable. You may not know everything, and it's okay that if you make a mistake, let's try to minimize these mistakes so we could get greater results. Okay? Closing thoughts. Note. Oh, okay. Closing thoughts. Note. Entrepreneurship comes with a variety of information to help your business grow. What is your mission? What is your purpose? What are you setting aside that you may lose while going through this journey, such as time with your partner, kids, family, or memorable activities? Be the best entrepreneur because you are not awakened by your alarm clock. You are awakened by passion and desirable tasks to get the job done professionally. With that being said, guys, this is the end of the mind map with the Daily Entrepreneur, S.J. Scott, and Rebecca Livermore. Great book. Make sure you purchase this book. I am not doing any affiliate with this book. I'm just freely letting you guys know that there's some great information that I'm reading that's in my library. So I want to have you be able to purchase this book and have it in your library so that we all could be able to become successful entrepreneurs. Okay, I want to see you win. So with that being said, thank you for watching Something to Compare To. I'm your host, Alexander Blucher. Have a great day.